Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about the type of numericals which are related to mostly first order and zero order reactions. So in the previous classes, okay, we have derived the integrated rate expression for zero order and first order reaction. We had also derived the expression for half-life period as well, and we have discussed all the graphs in our previous classes. So today, taking those integrated rate expressions, we'll discuss the numericals, common numericals, which are expected in your board exams. Fine. So first, I'm going to start with your first order reaction. Okay, so what was the integrated rate expression for a first order reaction? Yes, the equation was K equals to 2.303 by T log A naught by A. Okay, so once more, what was A naught? Your A naught was the initial concentration of reactant. It was the initial concentration of reactant. Okay, and what was this A? A is the concentration of reactant, left after your time t. Fine. So the same equation, again we have discussed it before. The same equation can be expressed in terms of concentration of product as well. So in terms of concentration of product, we have T log small a. Here we have A minus X. Okay, so what is A? Again, A was the initial concentration of reactant. Okay, and X is the concentration of product at time t. Okay, at time t, X amount of product is found. So what is this A minus X denote? A minus X was the, again, concentration of reactant left after time t. So this was the expression, we derived this expressions in our earlier classes. And what was the expression for half-life period? The expression was T half was equal to 0.693 by K. And how did you get this 0.693? Remember, so 2.303 multiplied by log 2. Okay, so if I multiply the value of log 2 with 2.303, I get 0.693. So before solving the numericals, okay, we have to understand closely to the problem. And obviously, we should know which equations we should be using. And we should clearly understand the significance of the terms which are mentioned in the equation. Okay, so these are the expressions which we have already derived in our earlier classes. So let me discuss a bit about this equations now. Let me discuss a bit about this equations. Fine. So let me again rewrite this equation in terms of concentration of product. So it will be K will be equal to 2.303 T log small a divided by A minus X. So first let us try to understand this. Say if the question says, say suppose a reaction is say 40% complete. A reaction is 40% complete in say 10 seconds. A reaction is 40% complete in 10 seconds. So what do I mean by this particular line? So we need to make this crystal clear. Right? A reaction is 40% complete means, since it is given in percentage, the initial concentration we take it to be 100. We take it to be 100 since it is expressed in percentage. Now the question says a reaction is 40% complete means out of the initial concentration 100, 40 has been converted into product. 40% complete means 40% of the reactant, 40% of the reactant has been converted into product. So out of 100, 40 has been converted into product. So what is the amount of reactant left now? What is the amount of reactant left now? Out of 100, there was 100 initially. Out of 100, this 40 has been converted into product. So what is the concentration left now? It is 60. It is 60. Now in terms of this, again initial concentration I'll take it as 100. Same thing, 40% complete means what is the concentration of product formed? What is the amount of product formed? 40. So what is the amount of reactant left now? A minus X. It will be again 60. It will be 60. So you need to understand this. You need to understand. Either you can start with this equation or this equation. It doesn't matter. Significance is same. Fine. Now again, if the question says a reaction is say 99.9% complete. A reaction is 99.9% complete. What does this mean? So initial, I take this as 100. Now what is the amount of product formed? 99.9% complete means out of 100, 99.9 has been converted into product. So the amount of product formed is here 99.9. So what is the amount of reactant left now? A minus X, it will be 0.1. 100 minus 99.9. Or in terms of this, how will you understand again? Initial was 100, 99.9% complete means out of 100, 99.9 has been converted into product. So what is the amount of reactant left? It will be again 0.1. So if this concept is clear, then okay, 80% of the problem is solved. 80% of the problem will be solved. So chemistry part is over out here. Okay, so this is the understanding part. Rest is your simple mathematics related to your log and all. So today let me just take a few problems and discuss it with you guys. Okay, so let me just take a few problems. So I think this concept is understood. So let me select a few problems. So first problem is given like this. First order reaction, a first order reaction is 20% complete, is 20% complete in 10 minutes. So the unit of time is given out to be minutes out here. Calculate the time for 75%. Calculate the time for 75% completion of the reaction. Okay, so this is the question. So the question is very much clear. It says that it follows the first order kinetics. So what is the integrated rate expression? So K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log A by A minus X, or capital A naught by A. Now let us look at this first line. A first order reaction is 20% complete in 10 minutes. Again, it is given in percentage. It is given in percentage. So if it is given in percentage, initial concentration, you'll assume it to be 100. If it is given in fraction, 20% means what? 1 by 5. Okay, if it is given in fraction, initial will take it as 1. If it is in percentage, initial will assume it to be 100. If it is given in fraction, initially will assume it to be 1. That's the difference. Okay, so here A equals to 100. It's given in percentage. 20% complete means out of initial concentration 100, 20% has been converted into product. So what is the value of X out here? The value of X is 20. So what is the value of A minus X? The value of A minus X is 80. Now let us substitute these values in this particular equation now. So K will be equal to 2.303 by T. What is the value of T? 10 minutes log, fine, it's 100 by 80. It's log 100 by 80. From this equation now what we get is we get the value of K. we get the value of k. Now you can simplify this in many ways. You can simplify this in many ways. Okay, so I'll cancel this and this. So k will be equal to 2.303 by 10. So log 10 by log 8 means log 10 minus log 8. Log 8 I can write down 2 to the power 3. Log 8 I can write down 2 to the power 3. 8 is 2 to the power 3. Okay, so what is the formula I'm putting? Log a by b is log a minus log b. So why am I doing this? Because sometimes in a board level, the value of log will not be given. We don't know the value of log 8. But yes, I told you in the earlier class, do remember the value of log 2, log 3. It is 0.3010. Similarly, your log 3 will be equal to 0.4771 and approximately log 5 is equal to 0.6990. So you can take this approximately 0.7. So if you remember the values of these log, okay, this will save time in your exam. Fine. So k equals to 2.303 by 10. So what is the value of log 10? 1 minus 3 log 2 means 3 into log 2 ka value 0.3010. Okay, the value of log 2 is 0.3010. So now let me again solve this. K is equal to 2.303 by K, sorry, T 10. So this will be 1 minus 0.9030. Fine, 3 multiplied by this. Again, let me again solve this. So K will be equal to 2.303 multiplied by 1 minus this will be 0.790 divided by 10. So I'll keep this as it is. Okay, I'll keep this as it is. So from the first question, from the first part, I found out the value of k. From the first part, I found out the value of k. Simple maths, simple log formulas I have applied out. Now let me move towards the second part. What are you supposed to find out? You are supposed to find out the time for 75% completion of the reaction. Again, I'll be using the same equation. Now I'm supposed to find out T. T is equal to 2.303 by K. Now I've already found out the value of K. So log A by A minus X. 75% complete means A, I'll take it as 100. So X will be 75. So A minus X will be equal to 25. Now I'll substitute the values. So T is equal to 2.303 by K. Okay, what is the value of K? So why have I kept this in this way? So that 2.303 and 2.303 will get cancelled. So 2.303 into 0.0970 divided by 10. I have substituted the value of K out here. So this will be log 100 by 25. Log 100 by 25. So what have I done out here? Okay, I am using the same integrated rate expression and from the first part I have substituted the value of K. That's it. So next again, simple maths. So therefore, T will be equal to these and these will get cancelled. So 10 divided by 0.0970 into what is log 100 by 25? It is log 4. So if you don't know the value of log 4, leave it. So log 4 I can express this as log 2 to the power 2. And what is log to the power 2? It is 2 log 2. 0.0970 into 2 into log 2. Fine. So what is the value of log 2 again? It is 0.3010. I put down the value of. Okay. So this, if we solve this, so approximately our answer will be something around about 62 minutes. Okay, so calculation part, I'm not concentrating that much on the calculation part. You can do it on your own. So you need to understand this part. If this part is understood, 90% problem is solved. So now we have a crystal clear idea about what do you mean by this statement. 20% complete means out of 100, what is the amount of product from 20? So amount of reactant left will be 100 minus 20. Fine? Okay. So these type of questions are very common. And remember in your earlier class, I told you half-life means T 50%. Half-life means the time taken for 50% of a reaction to complete. Okay. T 50% means half-life period. We are talking about a half-life period. So let me just discuss another problem. Let me discuss another problem. Okay. So next problem is show that again in a first order reaction. Okay, you have to show that in a first order reaction, the time required for completion of the time required for completion of 99.9% is 10 times the time required for 50% completion of a reaction. So again, this is the question. So here we have to prove something. Here we have to prove something. Okay. So here again, I'll be using the same concept. Again, I'll be using the same concept out here. So a reaction is 99.9% complete. So K equals to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. Or just I can write down T out here since I'm supposed to calculate the time. Here I'll write down K out. So let me concentrate on the first part. A reaction is 99.9% complete. Okay, so I'm supposed to find out the time required for 99.9% completion of a reaction. So I'll denote the time required for 99.9% completion as T 99.9%. So what does this mean now? This is equal to 2.303 by K log initial concentration. Whatever you're going to take, since it is expressed in percentage, I'll take this as 100. So A is 100. So 99.9% complete means what is the amount of product form? It is 99.9. It is 99.9. So T 99.9% is going to be 2.303 by K log 100 by 0.1. So if I remove the decimal, here I'll get log 1000. Right? So what is the value of log 1000? Log of 1000 means log 10 to the power 3. This means 3 log 10. What is the value of log 10? 1. So this is equal to 3. So what is the value of log 1000? It's equal to 3. So T 99.9% will be equal to 2.303 into 3 divided by K. So let me denote this by equation number 1. So what is the equation? T 99.9% is equal to 2.303 into 3 by K. Fine. Now let me come towards the second part. So we are supposed to calculate the time required for 50% completion of a reaction. So this means actually time required for 50% completion means yes, we are talking about half-life period. So what is the expression for half-life period? It will be 0.693 divided by K. Okay, fine. It will be 0.693 by k. So let this be equation number 2. Okay, so T 99.9%. So I'm going to rewrite the equation again. So T 99.9% was equal to 2.303 into 3 divided by k. So let this be equation number 1. Okay, so what am I going to do? I got two equations. So simply I'll divide equation 1 by equation 2. So let me divide T 99.9% divided by T 50%. So what is the value of T 99.9%? 2.303 into 3 divided by K. T 50%, 0.693 divided by K. So K and K will get cancelled. So this will come out to be 3 3s are 9, 3 0s are 0, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. This is 0.693. So approximately what are we getting? We are getting 10. Approximately we are getting 10 out here. Fine, if you solve this, we'll be getting approximately 10. Therefore, this ratio is equal to 10. So therefore, the time required for 99.9% completion of a reaction is 10 times the time required for 50% completion of the reaction. We have proved it. So again, we are using the same concept over and over again. Okay, so just you need to understand one single line to solve all the numerical. What does this mean? Okay, so again, remember, again, I'm repeating, if it is given in percentage, you take the initial to be 100, but if it is given in fraction, okay, you'll take it, the initial as 1. You'll take the initial as 1. So, you can find out the relation between the time required for 90% completion and the time required for 50% completion. Do it by yourself. So, what is the time required? So, you can find out the relationship between T 75% and T 25%. What is the time? What is the relation between these two? So, you can do this on your own. Now, it becomes really easy. So, these are some of the numericals, okay, which are repeated in a board level, okay, which are repeated in a board level. So, other numericals, so direct questions related to a half-life period might come. Direct questions related to a half-life period might come, okay. So, let us select one problem from half-life period. Okay, so another question is, uh, first order reaction is supposed to have a rate constant. So for first order reaction, the value of K is given out to be 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 14 unit is second inverse. Find a half-life period. 1 marks question. So again, it's really easy for a first order reaction. T half is equal to 0.693 by K. So you just need to substitute the value of, just need to substitute the value of K. Substitute the value of K, 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 14. So yes, second. So you'll get the answer. So this is how we solve this category of problem. This is how we solve this category of problems. So in our next class, we are going to select one or two more numericals and then onwards we'll move towards the next topic. Fine? Okay.